Well, welcome to Monday Night Mask Mania. We are so excited that you get to be here. Tonight is a night that we are going to actually do face modeling with you, that you guys can see how they are actually working. So I just want to pre-thank my models for being a part of this. But because this is a place that we get to do God first, family second, career third, let's start with a word of prayer, and then we will go on from there. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for calling us to be your children. We thank you that this is a place where we get to know how special you have made each of us and how special we get to share that grace with each other. Now, as we go through our meeting, Lord, I just ask health and comfort to people that are hurting right now, but I also just ask that we enjoy the greatness of being together in community. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, we're our first model tonight. We're going to start. She'll come back a little bit later as well. We're going to jump over to Miss Sophia. I'm going to spotlight her. So yes, models, when you come on, we're going to spot you. And Miss Sophia, you're going to take it away and talk about your mask for us.
Okay, so my mask tonight is the lifting biocellulose mask. Okay, it's in the Time-Wise repair line. And I can tell you, I once bought a year's supply of these before I was even in Mary Kay, because at the time I wasn't even considering becoming a Mary Kay consultant, but I wanted to make sure I got the masks because I just in case I wasn't going to see a consultant again for a while, I got the masks. I wanted to make sure I got them. So I got them. And anyway, this is my go-to mask, especially in the summertime, because they feel so good. So let me tell you a little bit about them first. They have oat kernel extract, and that's a lifter and a tightener that will lift. Orchid extract and I'm not sure what role that plays in there, but it's got orchid extract. Sodium now let me pronounce this right. Sodium hyaluronate. Okay, that is for the conditioning and really just plumping the, it's going to help the fine lines and the wrinkles, that we get. You leave this on for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, and you do it twice a week. They had a study of about 300 women, and they had an increase in their level of moisture in their skin, in their face, for a full 24 hours. This is one of those masks that people use before they have an event, a special beauty event, a wedding, if you're going to get ready for pictures, one of those special events in your life. You want to look your best. One of these puppies is probably what you need, and it takes about 2 weeks before you start seeing the results from it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it, and you start with the little Ziploc little thingy here. And just to tell you, my little routine is to get in the tub with it. Okay, that's just my time. All right, so it's got a little place, the notch where you open it, you pull it out. They used to call these like a Korean mask, is what they used to call them, or K masks. And you just kind of have to unfold it a bit. And it's a very interesting mask. The mask is in a sandwich between two pieces of paper. Okay. And it's really fun. And I like to also put it in the tub so it warms up before I go to try to put it on. Okay. And where you start, what you do is you take off the top little mesh layer. You're going to see another, let me see if I can show you there. There is another little layer, if it shows. There are 3 layers there.
You're doing fabulous, Sophia, showing that off. I'm just highly impressed. Way to go.
Thank you. And anyway, there you go. You got these 2 layers. You pull one of these, it feels like paper, this little fiber, and it's made of all plant material. When you put it on, you want to put it on at the forehead first. Okay. You start at the top of your face, at the forehead, and you fit it to where your eyes are, and you just kind of smooth it a little bit as you go. Go down a little bit, and the cheeks, around your mouth, and then just across here. Now, there are little eye holes. There are little, and there are flaps. Now, you can snug those up to your eyes if you want to, you know, pull those and snug those up to your eyes. You can, or not, you know, you can completely tear them off, but it will, here in a minute, you'll see how well it will stay on your face. Okay, now I put this on. Now there is another layer. You peel it off from the front, and it's the paper. Find it here. There it is. Okay. And you leave the one behind, and you just kind of smooth it. Smooth it. And once you get all the little air pockets out, it will snug right up to your face. Now, I get in the tub with mine, but I promise you, I have before, you know, gotten up, run around the house with it. This is perfect for that. You can leave it on, and you can do your house cleaning. Okay, the little mask, this is the other thing. They have the same goodies that this interwoven material has, that's sitting against your face. You can take it and you can put it on your neck, the décolleté right here, because, you know, you always want to treat that, you know, and I don't waste anything. I put on my elbows.
Yeah.
Put it on my elbows, put it on my arms,
Yeah.
my hands.
I even cheat. I take those little meshy things and I get them all soppy and I just attach them to my throat, man. I'm upper chest, décolleté, man. They're just sticking
Yeah.
to.
You absolutely can. Now, this is one of those masks that after 20 minutes, you leave it on 20, 30 minutes. Whenever you take it off, you don't rinse it. It's a no rinse mask.
So Sophia, we're going to let you sit. Okay. Now that you have your beautiful mask on and you're going to enjoy your TLC time, we're going to let you enjoy that. And we are going to switch and we're going to move to Miss Hailey, because I believe she is our charcoal mask girl.
Hello, everybody. So this is the charcoal mask. We're going to be super awkward because it's fun to do that. It's going to help absorb that excess oil and reduce that shine. So if you're an oily person like me or Miss Mary, like got our little mask applicators, an oily like me or Miss Mary, this is the best product mask. I think one of the best masks for you. So this is going to remove that dirt and impurities that can contribute to problem areas, especially redness, helps calm redness. This is a triple action charcoal. And so it's going to actually activate and go deep into those pores to get those oils out. So it's going to reduce that shine and leave you with some beautiful skin. Mary's applying it as I speak. So if you can see Miss Mary, I will apply mine as well. But she is avoiding her eye areas. Make sure you do that. You do not want this in your eyeballs. This does have activated charcoal. That's what's absorbing all the oils from your skin. It's got kaolin and bentonite clays. That's gonna, again, reduce that oil and shine. And honeysuckle and navy bean extracts. That's going to help with skin discoloration. So that's where it takes out the redness. And the other thing, this will stay on about 10-ish minutes, depends on how dry the mask gets. So there's that. And so yeah, you can do this with your fingers, but I don't want to do it with my fingers because it's messy. It gets everywhere if you're not careful. And try and avoid your eyebrows. It can go in your hair, but it's harder to get out of your hair. So I usually tend to get it in my eyebrows, but it's okay if you do or don't, or do or don't. Then if you see, once it starts drying, or do you want me to wait, Mary, to talk about that, or you want me to say it now?
Why don't you wait and we'll talk about what we look like after we dry. I'll jump on screen here a second so people can see my mask as well. But yes, as you see, Hailey is definitely avoiding your eyes. This, unlike Sophia's mask, where those little flaps are intended to get up onto your eyelid, charcoal masks definitely are a no-no because Sophia is hydrating. This is pulling stuff up and out of your skin. So this is definitely an eye orbital bone no-no area. So Hailey's doing a great job of also avoiding her eyes. For me, just Hailey's doing the exact same thing right now. Around our nose, is anybody else like me? It feels like you've got extra pores, or at least pores that like to catch everything. So I like to put like a little extra heavy coat around my nose area. You can also, this can also be one of the masks that we use, what's called multi-masking. So if you or anybody you know and love has, like, there's parts of your skin that loves to shine and parts of it that want to flake. Can I get an amen from anybody? So you can actually charcoal mask over your shiny parts. And in a second, Serenity is going to be talking to us about another mask. You can actually apply that mask simply on that area. It's called multi-masking. It works totally fabulously well. So great job there. We're going to come back to you. I'm going to remove the spotlight from you for a second there, Hailey. So that as you can see, there you go. And then we're going to jump to Serenity, who is going to be talking about the gel renewing mask. So Serenity, it is your turn to be highlighted. Here we go.
All right. So yes, I'm going to show y'all how to use the Time-Wise Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. So this is one of the best products for those with dry skin. It can be used for all skin types, but this is the best for dry skin. It helps calm irritated skin and also has the Time-Wise 3D complex in it. So it is going to help reduce those fine lines and wrinkles. Smells really good too because it has vitamin E and acai berry extracts, which are very popular skincare antioxidants that are known to condition and soothe your skin. It also has vitamin B3, which helps fortify your skin barrier, and chestnut seed extract, which helps firm your skin. So again, lots of helping with anti-aging and then also moisturization. So you can apply this with your hands or your mask brush, and you're going to apply a thick, even layer all over your skin.
I love
You
it.
can get as close to your eye as you want with this one.
Serenity gets the one that, hey, she doesn't really look like she's a freak. Yeah.
Barely see it. But again, thick, even layer. And this one will not dry down. So you just let it rest for at least 10 minutes. But this is one that you can also leave on overnight. You can apply it right before bed and then leave it on overnight and then just wash it off in the morning.
Awesome. So Serenity, if we're going to do it overnight, we don't do as thick a coat though. Is that right? So that it dries, so it doesn't
Right.
jump on your pillow.
It always doesn't get on your pillow. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Jumping on a pillow doesn't sound very fun. So very cool. So, okay. So we're going to let you finish applying. So we are going to come back and answer a few questions that we have about the mask and what to be doing with that. And then we're going to start jumping up and start revealing what happens when we demask. So couple questions. So I'll be nice. I'll take you off the spotlight. Serenity, I'll be nice. I'll de-spotlight.
Thanks.
Couple things about the mask. How often can we mask? I know Sophia said with hers, usually twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your pattern for it. Serenity's with the gel renewing mask, you can, if you are using it as an evening treatment and your skin is that dry, especially, everybody hear me, that when it's dry, like the heater's running, you just feel everything's drier. That is safe if you're using the thin coat. You can use it every night. Okay, so if you're using it to help hold hydration, and that is Serenity, hold yours up. That's the gel renewing mask. That one is a yes. You can be treating it like a moisturizer. Okay. Leah?
Yes, I've used it a couple of times, but my question is, you don't do any other creams or whatever, you just do the mask?
No,
Because that's all I've been doing, just the mask and sleep in it.
when you're using it as the overnight treatment, it is designed to go over your moisturizer to double push your first
okay.
moisturizer in. So
right.
whatever moisturizer, if you're using the repair moisturizer or the Time Wise or your naturally oil, what you're to do your full skincare regimen. So if you're using
Gotcha.
boosters or whatever, it is safe for those of you who are doing retinol. So if you're using a retinol treatment and then you put your moisturizer on, you can put this over the top.
Okay.
That is especially true for you, my dry skin friends. We are trying everything in our power to help keep you guys hydrated. So if you're doing a retinol treatment that night, this may actually be a good bonus for you to put over. So you do your retinol treatment, then you do your moisturizer.
Okay.
You can put
And
this over the top to help.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You when you wash it off, you also want to add moisturizer back again too, right?
Yes. So if you any of these masks, if you're treating them like a mask, like you're putting them, minus Sophia, well, including Sophia's, but especially Hailey and I at charcoal, and if Serenity's, if you're treating it as a mask, you're not treating it as a last step push in hydration. Yes, this is not, we must, even especially us oily girls, after we have done our charcoal mask, it is imperative we get some moisturizer on our face, because we will have pulled up stuff up and out of our skin, and our brain will be as close to dry as we dare get. And we, yes, we need moisture when we get stuff off. So yes. Hailey, you look so lovely. You did a much more thorough job of getting it all on than I did. So way to go on that. Okay. Any other, Sophia's, I don't know that you heard this. In the summer, she cools that mask off before she uses it because it's 900 degrees outside in Texas. But if you heard what she was doing right now, because it's not totally cool, but it is cool for us in Texas, or especially if you live in another part of the country and it's like cold, you actually can also warm that mask up. So you can also put it in a bath of warm water so that when you go to put it on, you know, when it's super cold, sometimes you just want to, the advantage of warm is warm washcloths, warm masks. They do help also open those pores up. So a warm treatment is totally cool with that whole text, that you want to warm it up before you open it. So you either cool it or warm it, put it in warm, but don't open it before you try to warm it, or cool it, because we've just made your life way more complicated if you try to do it before you open it. Okay. Anything else that anybody can think of, since we want this kind of a training one? Sophia, are you close? Are you ready? Okay, well, you're muted, so you're going to have to demute before you. There you go.
Okay, so am I to take it off?
Anything else you want to add? And then we want to see what that texture looks like underneath. So if you are ready, we're going to spotlight you. And
I can tell you, I am just so relaxed right now. Okay, I am just so chill right now and so relaxed. There's just something about it. Okay.
One thing about, as you take it, I'll let you give you a couple more seconds with it on. Those cute little eye flaps, if you are the type that are willing to lay down and chill, you know, like actually close your eyes, you can actually take those cute little flaps and flip them up onto your eyelid. So if you are the type that, you know, you're in the tub or wherever, and you are actually going to just actually close your eyes, you can actually just look at that lovely model sheet, absolutely showing you what can actually happen. So this is also a product that is very safe on your eyelid, unlike Hailey's. We don't do, but this is one of those that is totally safe. If you're willing to sit with your eyes shut, yes, you can do that. Okay, Sophia, it is time to reveal what's under that beautiful mask.
All right. So I just kind of roll it off like this. And I promise you, I leave it on. I put it the full 30, pushing the 30.
Yep.
And there, oh, there we go. You know that feeling that you have when sometimes you wash your face and you dry it off. We were just talking about it, and it feels kind of crispy, feels kind of dry. This is so opposite that.
Mm.
Okay. It feels really good.
Mhm.
The skin feels really good. And I'm not going to rinse this off. I'm not going to wash my face before I go to bed. I'm going to wash my face in the morning.
There you go. She can totally go ahead and put her evening treatments over the top. Because now just think about this, all her other evening treatments are going to take all that numminess and just push them right into those cells. So this is why Korean beauty, if you want to know why it's called Korean beauty, Korean beauty is a beauty treatment that they work 9, 10, 12 steps of skincare, and they work very few steps of makeup. Unlike American beauty that likes to do 1 or 2 steps of skincare and 95 steps of makeup. Sorry, exaggeration. That's just me being me, but you love me in spite of it. So the whole, why it's called Korean beauty, this is one of those things that is designed to just help your skin nummy, refresh itself, take care of fine lines, wrinkles, even skin tones, all of that. This is also called a runway. So Sophia also modeled what is also called a runway makeup, a runway mask. If you hear people make comments, what do people do like before the Grammys or whatever? That is the exact mask that they will be using a couple times a week. So the stars that are getting ready for the Grammys this weekend, yes, they're using the mask very similar to what Sophia is using a couple times this week to make.
I believe it. Your skin looks amazing. Like
Thank
it
you.
looks like you just applied makeup.
Yeah, that's I love these. I just love these. Summertime, oh my God, I just love them. They just cool you down, relax you. So great.
Hailey, do I detect you're still drying? You're muted. You're muted.
In a couple spots where I replied yes, but I think
Okay.
we can kind of see what's happening.
Okay, well, hold on a sec. We're just gonna jump to, we're gonna build, so we're gonna make, since we're not, neither you or I are quite dry yet, we're gonna jump down to Serenity. We'll get Serenity's done, and then we'll come back and just finish drying it out. Yeah. Okay, Serenity, you're up.
All right. So this one you just wash off with either warm water in your sink or in the shower or with a wet washcloth. You can go outward strokes. And again, like Sophia's, this is also one that's not going to leave you having that like typical dry or tight feeling afterwards. It feels like I just moisturized my face.
Love it, love it, love it. Now, you are a dry skin human.
I am.
So what is your normal routine with this mask? Tell us what's normal.
Well, this week, because it's been so cold, this is the 4th time I've applied it in the last week. So, but usually it's 2 to 3 times a week, and I will do the Time-Wise cleanser and then an exfoliator 2 times a week, but not usually on the same night that I'm doing a mask.
Yep.
And then moisturizer, then the mask,
Okay.
and then I'll wash it off right before bed if I don't want to sleep in it.
Okay. Yep. Very cool.
And then I'll moisturize again.
Yep. And moisturizer again. Yep. Because we got to go to bed with moisturizer on. So excellent. Excellent. Well, so thank you, Serenity, your skin. Can we get a big round of applause for another girl that looks like she's wearing her like super clean, could be wearing makeup because that face is just looking totally awesome. Okay, Hailey, we're jumping back to you. We're just gonna make her happen. There you are. Okay, so if you're looking, you can see she's kind of got, welcome to our universe. We got some spotting going on. We've got,
Hold on, let me get my light better.
okay.
Or let me get my, I don't know, there. See
Yeah.
the white right there and there. The white is actually going to be bacteria, and those very faint darker gray dots, it's hard to see in this zoom, but that's oil. I still have a couple wet spots like on my nose. I put like 10 drops. But as you can see, I've got a lot of bacteria on my face right now. So that's what that's pulling out. So some people think like, hey, I'm putting this mask on, it's going to clog my pores. It's actually a non-comedogenic, which means it's going to actually not block your pores. That's why it was made. So it's to clean out your pores and not block your pores. So the best way to get this off is to get a, look, she got a washcloth, is to get a warm, damp washcloth. Oh no. And spill the water.
Oh, don't spill the water. That's bad.
Okay. And just put it all over the entire face and then put pressure. This works best with warm water.
Not even close the difference between a warm and a cold cloth. May I also say this is a time that an older, shall I say, rougher washcloth works better.
Or black washcloth or darks
Yeah.
washcloth because it stains the whites and the lights.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But a washcloth with a little bit of texture also helps with this because we are actually pulling clay off your face. So something for that clay to actually get caught in while you are pulling it off your face. One of the reasons that this is a wipe off, and we actually won an award for it being a wipe off. Think about this. How many of you guys want larger pores? I never get anybody volunteering for larger pores. When you have other masks that you are pulling off your face, how many of you guys have heard of masks that pull off your face? Yes, we've heard of them. Think about that. You're taking that pore and you are stretching it. I don't know about you, but I don't need any help with stretchy pores. So this, when our mask came out, Forbes actually gave us an accreditation for the fact that ours was wipe off. It was actually part of the Forbes shout out that they gave us, was the fact that it does wipe off. As Hailey said, you know, you get it in your brows or whatever, but this is also one of the reasons, because it does wipe off. Our guy friends that are stubbly, or our guys that actually have beards, they can also use this product because it wipes off through the hair. And it doesn't. Okay, does anybody agree that waxing doesn't feel good? Could you imagine pulling a mask off when there is whiskers on their face? I mean, the pure thought of that, it's like, oh, that just sounds painful. So look at you. You did a much better job of getting yours off. I'm just gonna leave you on screen because, well, I'm talking too much. So we'll worry about that in a little bit. Okay, so any questions for our mask models? As you can tell, part of mine's off.
There was something I was going to add about my mask.
Okay.
You don't want to let it, what reminded me was when you were talking about like the pore strips and the things like that pulls. You don't want mine to dry. You don't want it, like, you don't fall asleep with it. I know the temptation will be there, but do not fall asleep with it and let it completely dry. It's not going to hurt things. It's just that you don't want to have to pull that off. Mine was damp, you know, when it came off, and after 30 minutes, it's still going to be very pliable and damp. So it'll be good. You're not pulling. It does not pull off the face. And the thing about the one thing I remember about the charcoal mask, it also has navy bean extract, so that if you have these little spots, it helps to lighten a little bit.
Yep. Just a
touch.
Lighten and brighten. Fun trivia fact about the charcoal mask. Unlike Sophia's mask that can over dry. And you're gonna know because it's gonna feel like a crusty paper. Too dry. And we know that Serenity's, if you put a thin coat, you can sleep overnight in it. The charcoal mask makes a fun Halloween costume. You know, you put yourself up like you're just masking for Halloween. And yes, you can leave it on your skin. Okay, those of us who have conditioned skin, I wouldn't say a little 8-year-old do that, but for those of us who have not 8-year-old skin people, I literally did wear that as a Halloween costume once. I put, you know, got the bathrobe, had the fuzzy in the hair, and I had my mask on. That was my Halloween costume. 4 hours later, man, I did require a little bit of a warmer washcloth to take stuff off. but it had dried and, you know, away we went. You know, I did remember to mask that night. So awesomeness. Okay. Any other questions or comments about masks that we think us, other consultants, or our guests would love to know?
I wish y'all could feel my skin. It feels so good and so soft right now.
I think it means Hailey and I are just ready for some moisturizer.
Yeah.
But Sophia and Serenity, I have watched you guys. You guys are just sitting here doing this. And it's like, you two are funny. Okay, we're going. So I hope you enjoyed Mass Mania. We're going to stop the recording and we look forward to talking to you more soon.